Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Jared again. What is his secret? It's almost like he's in there before I get in there. Jared with the rose extends the lead to 12. Andrew Wester with the rose. JDM in third with the ice cream cone. Thank you for the heart me, Andrew Candy. And Candy with the hanging lights, number one of the day. Thank you so much, my Candy. Really Powder with the hanging lights. I'll release the secrets. Powder with the likes, yes. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Tap that screen, share the live. Much love to you all. Got my internet back. Internet went out for a little bit. Got that back. I knew that was going to go out when I heard all that drilling. Remember? I was like, something's going to go. It's gotta. This is going too smooth. Good morning, Andrew Wester with the goat. Yes, it is. Thank you so much. Good morning. Meezy, what's up? Good morning to you with the Let 'em Cook. Thank you, my Meezy. Chewy with the heartbeats and Meezy with the heartbeat. Thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to get your heartbeats in every morning. For some reason, everyone wants the heartbeats. TikTok wants the heart me thing. I don't know. Meezy with the donut. Thank you, my Meezy. Yes, it is. Good morning, YouTube world. How are we over there on YouTube land? First, we're going to start off. Dad Boy went into the light. Thank you, Dad Boy. Yes, it is. Thank you, Dad Boy. I appreciate you guys. Powder with the heart me. Good morning. I love you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Really do. Good morning. We are at 5,000 likes. As soon as we get to 10,000, we're going to the moon. Let's go. KK with the heartbeat. Chewy with the winning chip. Brad with the heartbeat. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Katana Lim. You got my email, right, Katana? Or my reply back to you? Even though mentally, Katana, you're counting it as a break even, I mean, your journal is going to see it if it's, let's say you think it's a break even, but you really lost like 5 cents. It's still a loss. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of times I go break even and it's up 3 cents. So it equals itself out. So if it's a loss, it's a loss. But mentally, you're counting that as a break even. My Kate, what's up, Kate, with the heartbeat? Yes, thank you, my Kate. Let's go. That's funny, Katana, you asked that question. Because when I was using TradeViz, I was saying to myself, it was a break even. Why did they count it as a loss? And then I realized, duh, because I still lost like 2 cents or 1 cent. I was like, it's never really ever exactly to break even. I did this. That's what I was like, what? What's up, Mike K? Dave Rigetti. He was a great reliever. Well, I wouldn't say he was a great reliever, but he was a decent reliever. Mark Mesa with the lightning. What is up? Official KK. Where are we at here? 13,000. Keep tapping. Good morning, everybody. Keep tapping. My name is Voss. All I ask that you do throughout the live is tap the screen and share the live out throughout the entire thing. Same thing over there. Wow, YouTube got a big jump there, especially on the YouTube world, okay? Love you guys so much. So everybody say, we're crashing. It's over. The tariffs, everything is over. The big picture, folks, up, and we're just correcting. That's all this is. Look. Up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back. We'll be coming back up again, folks. This is the market cycle. This is what the market does, okay? Yesterday on the SPY, we're going to pull this back. Let me go to my 2-minute, and let's zoom this out. At the open, the 20 was above the 200. What did I tell you time and time again? That 20 has to catch up to that 200 before you are looking anything down. There is a streamer on here that sells memberships who went short right there. I have the recording if anyone wants to see it. And got his face ripped off and sold, covered back up here. Why don't we go short there, traders? Why don't we go short there, traders? Because the 20 has to catch up to the 200. And isn't it miraculous? Once it does right here, what happens? Then you can take your short to the downside. Does everybody understand that? That was SPY. Now let's go to MU. I took this trade on MU to the upside yesterday. Why? Because your 20 is here. There's your 200. It has to catch up. It catches up here, and then you can take your short to the downside. Does everybody see that? Do we got it? Google. 20's here, 200's here, has to catch up right here, and then you can take your short to the downside. Your 20 must catch up to your 200. At the open, you are not going short. And as you can see, these all retrace back up. Okay? The state of your stock is everything. You cannot do anything without the state of your stock, okay? I got to put my 200 back on. Simple. When I saw that person going short, I said, oh, this ain't going to be good. This ain't going to be good. And the person blew up their account again. So that is 2 times in 4 weeks. And they're selling you memberships. Got it. So right now, we're going to go over to Miss Market. On the SPY, we are in a narrow state on Miss Market. Hold on. I think this keyboard is going on me here. I've had this laptop for a little while. Spent almost $3,000 on it. Here we go, the SPY, narrow state. You are in the whip zone. Above 563.12 up, under 555.77 down on the SPY. Coming over to whip zone, you got your 5-minute 200. Now our 200s are going to be here again. Remember, 569. Watch that 200 to the upside. On the 15-minute, you're in the wheelhouse. And on the 1 hour, watch that hourly. There's that resistance again. 564, okay? Woke up with a killer sore throat this morning. Watch that to the upside. We go to our daily, and you're far away from your granddaddy up here. So you have room. That's 572. You got a little bit of a retracement back up here, okay? But right now, you are in the whip zone. Everyone relax. Remember the crash of 2024? Everyone coming in? Everything, all the amateurs, it's crashing. I'm telling you, Voss, you're wrong. It's going to crash. And boom, right back through the upside. And they were sitting there like, remember, the amateurs, the novice traders love this news and excitement. They love the negativity. They breed on the negativity. A professional trader does what? Trades the setups. A professional doesn't care if this goes up or if this goes down. We don't care what it does. You trade your setups over and over and over. Just like Lenny said in the VIP. Thank you, Baz, for the heartbeat. Candy with the balloons. Carrie with the hanging lights. Carrie with the heartbeat. Davion with the heartbeat and the lightning. They go, Voss, I trade now. I don't care if it's going up or down. I could care less. Now you're starting to get it. Now you're starting to pull it together, okay? Everyone watching the news, what did the T-Man say? What's going on with Canada? What's going on with Mexico? Let me try. Oh. Hysteria. I was in a training yesterday, and we could have stopped hysterically laughing about this. AMD. Let's do it. AMD, I won't forget you. Don't you worry, baby. I know I've forgotten you a few times. Right now on AMD, you're in the whip zone. You are in a neutral state. You got to get over 98.10 up or under 95.81 down, okay? On the 5-minute to the upside, watch your 200. And watch this area right here, 98.51 to the upside on AMD, above that whip zone level. On the 15-minute, if you get above that level, you have room up to 99.64. Mark that down. Why? There's your 15-minute 200, okay? On the hourly, you are confirmed with the 5-minute, 98.58. There is your 20 waiting for you. And if you go to your daily, you have room up to 99.48, which is your 8 on the daily. Make sure you're looking at multiple time frames, all right? Because you may be clear on the 5 and the 15, but on the hourly, boom, something's in your way. You might be clear on the 5, 15, 1 hour, and on the daily, boom, something is in your way. You must look across multiple time frames because you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to chop around, all right? What else are we looking at? J-Rap with the follow. Let's keep tapping or we go, baby. 28,000. Let's keep tapping, especially today with the throat. Tesla and Nvidia. Let's go with the daily. Let me pull this back right around 212. 212. Remember that number. 212 right now on Tesla. You are in the whip zone. Under 220 to the downside. You want 220, okay? You don't want to short into a whole number because it's just going to reject in your face before it goes again. 220 to the downside. Above 233.59 to the upside on Tesla. All right, here we go. Above 233.57 to the upside, you have a pivot right here. 238. Mark that down. 238, and then you have a pivot at 243. Mark those levels down, please, okay? On the 15-minute, you look good. Hourly to the downside, we pull this back. We're going to go to our daily, and this is the level I mapped out before, right around here. Let me pull this back for you. Right around 212. You have room down to 212 on Tesla. 212, and then you can look for that 200 level on Tesla. Who has long-term investments here on Tesla? Who trades Tesla? Put it in the chat. This is why I don't have a dime in Tesla. I will never put a dime into Tesla, okay? And this is why. On your daily chart. Woo, 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 woo. Okay? I don't want to invest in anything long-term that looks like a heartbeat. I will never, ever. Fools mess with this. Fools. What else are we doing? Do I think it'll go back to 400? No one knows, my friend. Do I think it'll go to 0? No. No one knows. No one can tell you anything. Nvidia, all you can do is trade your setups. Now are you starting to get it, everybody? VIPers, is it starting to sink in now? You cannot predict anything. You are just trading setups. Once you start realizing that, you start winning. We are in a narrow state on Nvidia. Now this one, yes, loaded up again on this bad boy. Here we go in Nvidia, above 108 to the upside, under 105.46 to the downside on Nvidia, okay? 5-minute, watch this right here. 109.68, mark it down. We'll put it up here, okay? $109.68 on the 15, you look good. On the hourly on Tesla, you have room up to 109.93. Do you see it? There's your 20. 109.68 on the 5, 109.93. Call it 110 on Tesla to the upside. Now we're going to do to the downside. On Tesla, under 105.46. Let's roll this back. You have a support level coming up here at 105 whole number, okay? 105 whole number on Tesla. Just watch that. Remember, traders, what do novices and amateurs do? They try to catch big moves in the market with terrible risk, right? They look for the big move. That's what an amateur does. They're looking to get rich quick. A professional, they take small moves in the market consistently with amazing risk management. That is the difference. User with the GOAT. User with the heartbeat. How many times have you been in a trade? You've been in a winner, let's say to the upside. You got greedy and it came back in your face. All right? Remember, nice small winners consistently with amazing risk management. All right? This is day trading. Remember that. Measy with the rose. Thank you. Measy with the roses. Yes, the Qs. I can't see anyone, a lot of people in YouTube. I can't see the chat. Let me see if this ignites it. I can't see the chat over on the tubes. So this is what I'm going to do for you guys. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up over here, okay? I'll pull it up over here. There we go. Now I can see it. For some reason, it's not working on this thing. But now I can see you. Mr. Dave, what's up? How are we over there? Eduardo, Chris, good morning, everybody. KK, yes. Mr. Dave is making smiley faces. You guys crack me up. The Qs, let's go. Oh, man. I'll tell you, you guys are funny over there in YouTube land. You guys are hysterical. The Qs, you're in a narrow state. You are currently in the whip zone. Above 476 up, under 468.70 down on the Qs. On the 5-minute, you got room up to 483.24. Let's mark that out. 483.24. We go to our 15-minute. You look fine. On the hourly, 477.07 is your first stop on the hourly. There is your 8. Do you see it? 477 on the Qs to the upside, and then you have room on the 5 up to the 200 at 483.24. Now let's take a look to the downside on the Qs. Under 468.70, let's pull this back. You got room down to 466. Mark that down. 466. Someone yesterday in the VIP said on MSTR, that stock went right down to your level, right on the money. Yes, it does that from time to time, folks. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that morning, SM? Isn't that amazing? I made over 5,000 today on Conley Coin. No, you didn't. Let's see. Google. Bum, 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 bum. Google to the moon. Narrow state here on Google. Under 167 down, above 168.40, 168.50 up. 168.50 up, 167 down. Okay, mark those levels down. On the 5-minute to the downside, you got support here on Google. 167 whole number right there. So make sure you're under 166.94. Do you see that sucker sticking up right there? And there's your price right there. So get under 166.94 down. On the 15-minute at 166.89, we got the 8 in the way. We got some support here on Google. Will it hold? Will it hold at 166.89? 166.89 down. On the hourly, you will have room down to 165.62. Mark that down. To the upside, you have room up to 172.20 on the hourly. 172.20 on the hourly. On the daily, you have room up to 172.06, so we got confirmation there. On the 15-minute, we got room up to 172. 172 is the golden goose on Google, back to the upside. Mark that level down, okay? You got triple confirmation on that. Meezy with the rose. Thank you, my Meezy. What else are we looking at? Put it in the chat. Apple. Put it in the chat. If you're here for the first time, give us a follow. We are on every day for you, Monday through Sunday. Also, if you're looking to learn how to trade the right way, head over to our VIP education platform. You will find that at thevosstrading.com. You can see the link is in all my bios. Go to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You'll see it there. Click that or just type in thevosstrading.com and it will bring you to our VIP, okay? Don't forget, we have VIP live training tonight. I'm doing live training at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Apple, let's do it. Feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. I haven't seen you guys in a while. We got a big whip zone here on Apple. Keep that in mind. You're in a narrow state. What do we have? We have a couple narrow states. What do we know about narrow states, everybody? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What do you use? What do you mean, YSB? That can mean a lot of things. Bigger moves. Vital, you got it. Jeremy, yes, just remind me. We're going to get something good, correct, when you come out of the narrow state. Look at all the 200s that I showed you at the beginning today. That were all the 20s above the 200s. As soon as they get to narrow state, then they make their good moves, okay? Does everybody understand that? Not when they're separated. Apple, we're in the whip zone. He is under 222.42 down. Above 229 up on Apple. 229. 5 minute, you're right in the wheelhouse. Do we know which way this is going? Nope. Don't let anyone try to persuade you. We have no clue. Nobody has any clue. 15 minute, you look good. On the hourly, you watch that pivot above the whip zone right there at 229.20. All right? 229.20. Watch that pivot on the hourly. Then you have room up to 233.56. Now to the downside here on Apple. Under 224.42. Watch your hold numbers. 224 coming down. All right, let's pull this baby back. And then you will have room right around 223 is your first stop. And then you'll have room down to 221 on Apple. So mark that down. Watch your pivots, folks. Start taking profit at your pivot levels, at your moving averages. You will never catch the whole move. Amateurs look to catch the whole moves, and this is why they lose every day. All right? Remember, you're now becoming a professional. What do we say? Nice 1-to-1, 2-to-1 trades consistently. You're not looking for the Hail Mary. If you are desperate for money, Miss Market will wreck your soul. Nat with the GOAT. Thank you, my Nat. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my Nat. Jackson, that's what I told your mom last night. Here we go. Let's go, Meta. Meta. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Whoop. Could be your daddy. Who the hell knows? All right, let's see. Just don't come knocking on my door, though. We are in a narrow state on Meta. Above 601.24 up. Under 589.64 down. On the 5 minute on Meta, you have room up to 611.64. Let me take out this old whip zone. 611.64. Mark that down above 601.24. Okay. On the 15 minute, you have room up to this pivot. 610.40. Mark that. On the hourly, 614.57 on the hourly. So let's put this into perspective. 614.50 on the hourly, okay? On the 5 minute, you have room up to 611.64 right here. Do you see it? That's your first stop to the upside. That's your second stop to the upside, okay? On the hourly, multiple time frames. Remember, you trade levels here. On the daily, you got plenty of room, so don't worry about the daily too much. Now, let's go to the downside here. On Meta, to the downside, under 589.64. Let's see what we got. You looking good on the hourly? Watch this pivot here, 587 on Meta. Okay, 587 on Meta. Also, watch this daily 200 right here, 567.48. 567.48 and the hourly pivot at 586.91. Remember, Meta has a big ATR. Yuli Bot with the heartbeat. Yes, it is. Top of the morning, the black sheep. Violence. Yes. That's what you're looking for. Boeing. Boeing, 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 Boeing. Narrow state. VIPers, are we licking our chops this morning? Katana Lim is licking her chops. I know it. She sees those narrow states. Thank you, Polak, with the heartbeat. Polak OY, I appreciate you. Narrow state on Boeing to the moon. Above 149, 22 up. Under 146 to the downside. You don't want to take it at 146.31 because you're just going to short into 146. Okay, you don't want to do that. So under 146 down, above 149.22 up. Now, on the 5-minute, we have room up to 152.41. That is where the granddaddy is, right? Let's go to the 15. 15, you're clear. On the hourly, you have room up to 153. But first, you have to get through the 5-200. Okay, but we know we have room up there. That's a big supply area up there, but you have room up there. Mark those levels down, okay? On the daily, you got plenty of room up to 162. Now, let's take this to the downside. Remember, you must know your levels up. You must know your levels down. No one knows which way we're going. Nobody, okay? All we can do is trade our setups. Remember, the whip zone is in play for the first 20 minutes of the open from 9:30 to 9:50. Then you're taking the whip zone levels off and trading your VIP A-plus setups that we teach you. Now, 146 to the downside here on Boeing. 5 and 15, you're fine. On the hourly, let's pull her back. You have room down to 144. Boom! To the moon on Boeing. Does anyone else give you these levels like this, up and down? Precise, amazing levels? No. They're talking about their pre-market high, their bullshit pre-market low, and all the other nonsense, and shorting in the wrong positions. My Lord, we got to fix everybody. I knew I had to fix you beautiful people, the regular traders, but I didn't know I have to fix the teachers now. John Nyack with the heartbeat. Yes, it is. Good morning, NET. What else? What else are we looking at? JPM. Thank you for the follow, Edson. Day of. Thank you. Keep tapping, everybody. We are at 46,000. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You are traders. Another day. You got to be pumped. This is exciting. Every day you learn something new with us. We are in a narrow state on JPM. Watch all the Powder Hound ski slopes, okay? You got them everywhere. 233 to the upside here on JPM. 228.67 to the downside. On the 5-minute, you look good. You got room up to 239. Let's mark that down. 239. We're doing the upside first. On the 15-minute, you're fine. On the hourly, 239.61. All right, so you got 239 on the 5, hourly 239.61. Got to fill that gap. On the daily, you got plenty of room. So 239 to the upside is your first stop above the whip zone. Now let's go to the downside. Under 228.67, 5. 15 looks good. Hourly, let's go find some support. Whoop, 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 whoop. You have room on JPM down to 227. Mark that level right now. 227. You guys like how we do both up and down? Put it in the chat. You like how we give those levels up and down? Put it in the chat. I want to make sure you all are protected both ways. Amazon. We're even writing them in now up here. Amazon to the moon. Sando, yes. Yep. That's where everybody comes in. That's where the bulk of your volume is. Here we go. Amazon narrow. They're everywhere. So, Voss, which one do I pick? They're all narrow. Which one do I pick? First, you're going to look at the higher time frames. What has the most room to make good moves, right? Second, which one of the narrow states do you trade the best? Look at your journal. What do you have the highest winning percentage on? Right? We learned something right there. A journal? I'm supposed to keep a journal? You think these novice traders keep journals? You kidding me? Above 195 to the upside. Under 190.86 to the downside. On the 5-minute, you have room up to 196.50. That's where the granddaddy of them all is. 196.50, okay? We got it? On the 15, you look good. Hourly, 197 to the upside. First stop on Amazon so far is 196.50. Daily, you don't have a problem. So 196.50 on Amazon to the upside above the whip zone. Now let's take a look at the downside. Amazon under 190.86. You have room down to right here. See this pivot? 189. 189 whole number. That's 190.86 down to 189, folks. That is almost a $2 move per share. And you're still trying to go more at that pivot. But Voss, I sold at the pivot, but then it kept going under the level. Whee! Did you get $1.86 per share? Yes. Novice. User with the goat. User with the rose. User with the goat again. John with the heart me. Thank you. We're at 62 heart me's. Let's get to 70. If you're here for the first time, up in the left corner, hit the follow button. You'll see a heart appear. Boom. Become part of the heart family here. Eduardo, you're right. I could charge for each level. I never thought about that. That's not a bad idea. I'll give you the correct levels. But I'm charging you for each level. Could you imagine? I'm surprised certain people that teach on here haven't done that one yet. You know how the government gets you for taxes? Polak OY with the let 'em cook. Duco, the purple dog with the team bracelets. And the rose. There's my Duco. Measy with the tiny. Thank you for the follow, everybody. Uber. Uber's always like that lost little guy in the stock market. You ever notice that? Narrow. You got a lot of narrow states. You're going to get a beautiful move today. We just don't know which way we're going. And then you have people who are saying, of course we know which way we're going. And then they go live and trade and lose and blow up an account again. Oh, what are they going to learn? Come in, teachers. I will teach you also. Then you could go back and teach, okay? But at least teach these people correctly. Narrow state, position 2 to the downside, the start of 2, all right? We're going to do the downside first here. On the 5-minute, you look good. 15, you look good. Let's go get you some support here on Uber. Uber, next stop, $70 whole number. Mark that down. $70. Now let's take our ride back up above the whip zone. Above 73.32, you have room up to this pivot. First stop, right around here. $74. We're going to mark that down. That's a big pivot right here. All right? 74 and then 74.53. Let's get some confirmation now. You need confirmation, traders. 15, you're fine. On the hourly, 73.39, okay? But you'll be over that 8, so don't worry about that. And then 74.51 on the hourly. First stop to the upside on Uber, $74 whole number. If you get over that, you have room up to $74.50 on Uber. Uber! Market, yes. How do you like those levels, huh? Vital Boost with the heart bay. Vital Boost with the rose and the goat. CRJ, there he is with the lightning. T-Mobile. Ooh. Oh, don't need no narrow state on T-Mobile. Yes, it is. Where are we gapping? We are in position 2 to the downside in a narrow state. Remember, if you're in a narrow state, traders, and you're in position 3, you can still go in that direction. You're just going to get one leg out of it. Then it's going to either nap or come back to the upside. But when you're narrow and you're in position 3, you can still get a move in that same direction. You're just only going to get one leg out of it. Here we go on T-Mobile to the downside. You have resistance now coming back up here at 265. So mark that down, 265, okay? Let's go get you some support. On the hourly, on T-Mobile, right here, right around 260 hold number. Mark that down. 260 hold number to the downside. Now let's go back up to the upside here, above 269.15. I love T-Mobile. You have room up to this double top, 271.50. Mark it down on T-Mobile. 271.50. Narrow state. Watch out for these narrow states, everybody. I always told you, the more they charge you to teach you, the worse of a teacher that they are. Remember that. They need that money. They need that membership money from you because they're horrible at trading. Here we go. Starbucks to the moon. We are in the whip zone above 102.19 up. 102.19 up. 99.81 down. On Starbucks, first stop, 104. Hold number and the granddaddy. Does everybody see that? Hold number and the granddaddy. On the 15, you're fine. Hourly, 102.48. You have your 8 on the hourly, 102.50. Do we got it? You got to get over 102.50 to get to 104, right, traders? Now you know your levels to the upside. Mark those down. Let's go to the downside. Under 99.81, you have room down to 98.50. Mark that down. And then $98 hold number on Starbucks. Let's go, baby. We're putting on a clinic here. I do my best work when I'm under the weather. I do my best work. Disney, yes. Thank you for the follow. Isa, J-I-E-M. Narrow state. Oh, I love saying that. Narrow state to the moon. Here we go. Narrow. Diz, where are we? We're down here in position 3 on Diz. 5:15. Let's see what amateur trader is going to short this at the open. You're narrow, so you can get one leg back down. You have a pivot right here on the hourly. 99.60. Mark that level down. 99.60. Then 98 hold number. And then 97.50. Mark those levels to the downside, okay? Above the whip zone, first stop, 104.61 since we're over here. That is your your hourly 20 in the way, 104.61, okay? On the 15, you have room up to 108, but don't worry about that. On the 5, you have room up to 104.37. So we got confirmation above the whip zone on Diz, 103.72. You have room up to 104.37. Mark that down. Narrow. This thing can come ripping right back through to the upside, or it can go down one leg to the downside. Because why? You are in a narrow state. But be careful. Your 20 is over your 200. You don't want to get caught in that again. Charlatan. Trevor, what's up? Trevor Chenard. Good to see you. Hello, YouTube. Let's go, YouTube. IWM, yes. IWM. Remember, the VIP is open. Head over to thevosstrading.com or just click on the link in our bio. We have VIP live training tonight by me at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So get in, you get immediate access. Here we go. And I'm only going to charge you $24 a month or $275 for the year. What? What? Everyone's shocked by that. They're like, what? Because they're so used to being ripped off. Isn't that a shame? That is an absolute shame, man. Right now, we are in a narrow state on IWM. 202.12 up, under 198.79 down. On the 5-minute to the upside. First stop, Granddaddy. Do you see him? 204. Market, 204. 15, you're fine. Hourly, 204. See it? 203.93. So we have double confirmation on IWM above the whip zone of 202 with room up to 204. Under the whip zone, 198.79. Let's pull her back. You have room down. First stop, 197.50. You see it? And then 197 on IWM. Thank God no dailies are in the way. Did you ever get a good narrow state VIP and then you look and the 5, the 2, the 5, 15, 1 hour look great, and then you look at the daily and you're like, damn, that daily's right on top of me. Manny being Manny with the chili and the GG and the goat. But at least to all our beautiful VIP traders, at least you know why when you take a losing trade, why you lose it, right? Think about that. Before, when you used to lose, you had no clue why. You just thought the market was against you, right? You just thought the market was against you. And what you would say to yourself, the old you, I'm just going to trade the opposite of what I think I should do. I'll win then because the market's against me. It knows when I'm in a trade, and it knows not to let me win. Are we at that level yet? Amateurs, are we there at that level yet? But now you have been educated properly. You have been trained properly. So now when you lose, the bell goes off. Maisie with the donut with the winning chip. Yes, it is. First thing you got to do is know why you're losing. The second thing you're going to do is keep getting your reps in to stop making those same mistakes. That's the next part. It takes time. It's amazing what the mind does to you, isn't it? C, what's up, Petrini? Let's take a look at C. Narrow state on C. Yes, it is. We are in a narrow state above 67.53 up. You have room up to $69. Let's mark that down. $69 first stop. 15-minute, you're fine. And $69, we have confirmation on the hourly. Let me take this off from yesterday. You have confirmation at $69 on your hourly. So we know on C above 67.53, possibly we have room up to $69. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only and training purposes only. Under $66 down, let's pull it back. You have room down to $65 on C, okay? Now you have all your levels to the upside and to the downside on C. Mike Jones, there he is. First VIP live training tonight for Mike Jones. Is he in for a treat with the rose? He is. Brah, there he is. Comp, what's up, brah? SPY, let's see. SPY, we're in the whip zone. Currently on SPY, 563.12 up, okay? 563.12. That's above the whip zone. On the 5-minute, you have room up to 568.64. Let's mark it. On the 15, you're fine. On the hourly, 569.28. You see your 20 right here? 569.28. So above the whip zone on whoa, Voss. Back that baby up. We got the 8 right here. 564. Good thing I saw that, huh? Above the whip zone of 563, you have room up to 564. Then you have room up to 568.64, and then you have room up to 569.28. Mark those 3 levels down. Don't forget that little 8 there. That could be a pesky little sucker. To the downside on SPY. Let's bring this baby back. Whoop, whoop. You have a pivot right here at 555. 555 pivot. If you get under 555, your next pivot is at 550. Mark that level down. Sometimes that 8 creeps up on you. You got to watch that little guy. He's the son. We know how sons and daughters can be, right? I got a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. I swear, though, I think my 5-year-old's like 25. I mean, she's supposed to say some of these things at this young age, you know? Like, you know, Daddy, I was thinking about it the other day. What? What? I want my baby. You're always going to be my little babies. They're getting so big. Little Bella, you want to come to Dada? No. She only comes on her terms. She's like her daddy. It's scary. My little one is the carbon copy of me. It's wild. Ali, my wife goes, you have met your match finally with your daughters. Thank you. Elite Easy with the Harvey. Thank you. Jay Papapos with the follow. They do grow fast. I remember when they were giving my firstborn her shots after she was born. And she was crying looking at Dada. Not anymore. What else are we looking at? Pretty soon they'll be taking care of us. Tesla. If I had to right now, my daughter, my Emmy, could take care of me. Adam Cristobal, welcome to the VIP. We'll get you all tagged up, okay? Just hang tight. Tesla right now, you are in a neutral state. You are in the whip zone. Yes, under 220 down, okay? 220 down, above 233.59 to the upside. Mark that level down. Let's go up first. On the 5-minute, you have room up to 249.89. Mark it. On the 15, you look fine. Yep. On the hourly, first stop, get above 234.20 because that's where your 8 is, okay? Just get it out of your mind. The whip zone is 233.57. Just get above 234.20 because that is where your 8 is. Then on, you have room up to, whoops, what was that little guy? You have room up to 250.50 on the hourly. All right, mark that level down. Let's go to the daily. On the daily, 269.87, plenty of room. So Tesla above the whip zone, 249.89, and then 250.50. Mark those levels down, okay? Now let's go to the downside on Tesla. We only have to go to the hourly, folks. Under 220. You have room down to 214. Mark that level down. And then 212, okay? Mark those levels down on Tesla. If you're a new trader, you should not even be touching this stock. You know why everyone gravitates to Tesla? Who knows why new traders, novice traders, gravitate to Tesla and trade it? Tell me why in the chat. We'll do Netflix next, yes. Hello, my YouTube. I love you guys. Put it in the chat. You know why. You used to be there. Get rich quick. The ATR is one of the most volatile, if not, it is the most volatile stock in the market, Tesla. And they think they're going to get rich quick. See, money on the brain. What they don't realize is they're going to lose faster than they win it. All right? It's common sense, folks. Most of you don't even know what an ATR is. How the hell are you trading anything? We got to teach you. Come on, I want you to win. Netflix above 871.25 up. 871.25 up. You will have room up to 883.68. Let's mark it. First stop, 200 on the 5. Next stop, 15, you're 5. Fine. On the 1 hour, you have room up to 888.70. Because you got your 1 hour 20 right there. Let's go to the daily. Daily, you're fine. So we know on Netflix now, above the whip zone of 87.25, you have room up to 883.68 and then 888.70. Watch those whole numbers, okay? We got it? Good. To the downside, under 855. Why? Because this is 855.35. We don't trade into a whole number. So you want to get under 855 on Netflix. Let's go to the hourly and pull it back. You will have room down. First stop on this will be 848. Mark that level down. And then you have room down on this to 841, okay? ATR again. You can't trade Netflix and Tesla like you would trade C or AMD. It won't work. Scotty with the rose. Thank you, Scotty. That's another reason why novice traders lose. They trade Tesla. They get their face ripped off, unfortunately, and then they go to another stock that isn't as volatile, and they think they're still going to get the same volatility on the other stock. It's impossible. Oh, let's block this mutant. Let's see here. Steven, go back to the basement, would you? Agent. You're an agent with the ass wiping. Here we go. Let's go. Oracle, yes. That was a delayed one by me. Oh, the ass wiping. How do you like those apples, guys? I need a t-shirt. An agent with the ass wiping. Give me a shirt, somebody. We are in a narrow state. Hey, first of all, what happened to all our shirt making people? Did they quit? Was the market too hard for them? Oh, cuckoos. Oh. Above 150 up on Oracle. 150 up. Under 146.89 down. On the 5-minute, first stop, Granddaddy right there, 150.45. Market, 150.45. First stop, upside. 15-minute, you're fine. Hourly, 150.84. See what we're doing here? So we know on Oracle, above the whip zone of 150, you have room up to 150.50. Mark that down, okay? 150.50. To the downside on Oracle, under 146.89. You're at 143.93 currently. You have room. Oh, you're right at the pivot here. 144. You're right at that 143.95. Let me give you one more. Right underneath that, 143. You see this pivot right here? 143 is your next stop on Oracle. What state are we in here? Narrow. Yep. You are in position 2. You're coming into 3. You can get one more leg down on this, and then you got to start looking for a possible reversal, okay? World Med Spy with the rose. Now, let me tell you all something. Giving you a little too much here today, but I want you guys to be protected. When you have a gap down like this right here, okay? You have that gap down. You're in a narrow state. You get another move down. Remember, on a reversal, you have to know what, everybody? Your retracement level coming back to the upside. When we say reversal, we don't mean this is going to come all the way back through. It's going to come up to your percentages that we teach you in the VIP. Then, once it comes back up, you can start looking for your A-plus set of shorts again back to the downside. Remember, folks, the market goes up, it goes down, and it goes sideways over and over and over, no matter what you hear, no matter what people say. Remember that. YouTube. Eduardo, are you really asking me that question? What do you mean? What the hell does that mean? Oh, XRP. I just put down $1. I should be rich. That's a good one, ESPN. I like that one. Right. Stop trying to guess your entries. Get in the VIP. You will be shocked on what you discover about yourself. Jared, you can pin your own comments, by the way. You can pin your own, my Jared. Isn't Jared doing great work in that VIP, everybody? Jared, JDM, give them a shout out. They are doing amazing, amazing work in there to help us out, and I appreciate you. Good. All right, we'll see, Net Tools. We will embrace you with open arms, my friend. PLTR. Oh, we forgot PLTR. I got you, Jakey. She's sweet, Jakey. You are a sweetheart. Jakey, you seem like you are on a mission to succeed. You have that great attitude. I don't like whiners. I just can't do whiners, guys. I wasn't brought up that way. You know, Voss doesn't pay enough attention to me. What are we, in 3rd grade? I got people to train. $78 up. under 74.60 down, and they want to trade in the market. Here we go. PLTR above 78 up. You got room up to 80.54. 80.54 up. 15-minute, 1 hour, 78.30. Why? Because there is our 8s on the hourly. First stop on PLTR above the whip zone of 78 is 78.30. That's where your 8 is. Then you have room up to 80.54 after a retest to the upside. All right, we'll go over that in a second. To the downside on the hourly PLTR, you have room down to $73.50 and $73. Folks, when I give you levels to the upside, that doesn't mean as soon as it breaks through that level, it broke that level, I'm in. No, it must go up, retest that level, hold it as support, and then you go. Same thing to the downside. Breaks through the level, comes back up, holds it as resistance, and boom, then to the downside. You don't trade just because it went over the level. That is called a poke through, and you will lose 90% of the time. Scott Davis with the heartbeat. That's why patience is very, very important. All right? Scott Davis, World Med, Scotty, User, Elite, Mike Jones, Measy, Manny B and Manny, Vital Boost, CRJ, Duco and his purple dog, Measy, User, John Nyack, Polak Oi, Ulibot, Nat, User, Baz, Candy, Carrie, Davion, KK, Mark Meza, Kate, Brad James, Chewy, Dat Boy, Powder, Measy, Chewy, Andrew Western, Candy again, JDM, Andrew, and the first gifter of the day again, Jared. He is separated from the field with 12. Second place is Davion with 9. JDM is in it to win it. Remember, we have VIP live training tonight, folks, at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a packed house in there every week. We do those trainings every Tuesday and Thursday night. You get it twice a week by me, okay? You're going to head over to, and then you get access to all the education videos, the live training recordings, you got hours and hours. You got enough hours of video to watch in there to make your head spin. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com or click the link in the bios. We'll see you in the VIP. VIPers, we will see you in the chat. We'll see you tonight. Remember, mark those levels down. We have no idea what the market's going to do. You trade your setups over and over and over again. Trade your setups. Don't worry about which way it's going, and you will become a better trader. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and we will see you soon. Have a good day, everybody.